My name is Priyadarshini. I'm studying in St. Anthony's College and I'm also a student of Junior IAS Academy. Today I'm going to teach about Indian economy and underdevelopment economy. First, Indian economy. There are three stages in economy which are developing nation, developed nation, underdeveloped nation. So, our India is an developing nation. Why our India is called developing nation? Because in our country, poverty is widely prevalent and then the standard of living is also low. Next, population level is also more compared with other countries. And then last, the natural resources are not fully utilized. In our country, there are many natural resources in our country is available, but now we are only use the technologies which are given by other countries, but we do not use our own resources completely. So, India is called a developing nation. Next, our India is the 10th largest place in economy because of our nominal GDP. GDP means gross domestic product. And third place in a purchasing power parity. And then our India is the one member of in BRICS also. Among the top 20 global traders is given by WTO, World Trade Organization. Next we will move to characteristics of Indian economy. First, income. The per capita income is very low in India compared with other countries. Because of low per capita income, roughly one third of the Indian population is below poverty line. Therefore, people find it difficult even to get the bare necessities. Poverty reduces the quality of human beings. Next, inequalities of income and wealth. There is a concentration of income and wealth in the hands of a few people. Hence, there is a wide gap between the rich and the poor. So, inequalities of income and wealth is one of the main characteristics of Indian economy. Next, underutilized natural resources. India has vast natural resources, but they are not fully utilized. It is because of lack of capital or because of lack of technological or lack of market. For example, India has 90 million across of unset lands and 41 million hydroelectric resources. Not even 10% of this used so far. Next, rapid growth of population. India is faced with the problem of population explosion. Next, large unemployment. In India, labor is abundant. Hence, there is large unemployment and underemployment. Our industries are not able to give employment to the needy people. Many depend on agriculture sectors only. Next, low rate of capital formation. Capital is deficient in India. The rate of capital formation is very low due to poverty. Hence, the capacity of the people to save is very low. This leads to low investment in an economy. Next, poor quality of human capital. In India, the quality of human capital is very poor. This is due to illiteracy, malnutrition, and inadequate medical and health facilities. The literacy rate in India is around 74.04 percentage. About one third of Indian population has no access to safe drinking water. There is only one doctor for every 5,000 people. Dualistic economy. Dualism is prevalent in India. There are the market economy and the subsistence economy. Market economy is in or near the towns. Subsistence economy is in the rural areas. Next, backward technology. In India, outmoded techniques of protection are followed. Lack of education, absence of skilled labor force, and capital resources are responsible for the use of backward technology. Low productivity in Indian agriculture and industry are due to backward technology. Next, predominance of agriculture. India is predominantly an agricultural country. It provides employment to 58% of the working population. So, agriculture is a main thing in our country. Characteristics of underdeveloped economic. First one, low per capita income, occupational pattern, heavy population pressure, low rate of capital formation. Next, poor quality of human capital, low level of technology. Next, demographic characteristics of an underdeveloped country, socio-economic indicators of consumption, and last, poor economic organization. So, these are the characteristics of underdeveloped economics. Next, causes for underdevelopment. There are two factors in underdevelopment which are non-economic and economic. First, we see economic factors. There are three factors in economic factors which are market imperfection, low rate of capital formation, and vicious circle of poverty. First, market imperfection. These market imperfections refers to when production is low and when the factor is runs to immobility. Next, price rigidity problem is arises and ignorance of market conditions, rigid social structure and lack of specializations are available or increased in a market is called a market imperfections. So, when the price and income changes her output is known as a market imperfections. And then in market imperfections, the marginal productivity of labor is zero condition. Next, low rate of capital formation. In underdeveloped countries, they do not have a huge capital to invest their business. So, they have only the low rate of capital formation. Next, vicious circle of poverty. Poverty is the highest problem in way of economic development. In underdeveloped countries or developing countries, poverty is mainly available in their countries. For example, in underdeveloped countries, the rate of savings and investment is very low. And also, the rate of capital formation is also affected by the demand for the supply of capital. For example, on the demand side, in a poor country, the level of productivity and incomes are very low. Next, we move to non-economic factors. Non-economic factors have also three types: social and cultural factors, political and religious factors. First, social and cultural factors means in underdeveloped countries, there are social and cultural structure is mostly prevent in an underdeveloped countries because of economic growth. For example, in India, the main features of our society are caste system and joint family system. So these two things are mainly prevalence in our social and cultural factors in underdeveloped countries. Next, political factors. Most of the underdeveloped countries are now also ruled by a foreign countries. Not act freely because of the foreign rule. They only controlled by a political factors. Next, religious factors. In our country, there are too much of religions in our countries. They are indifferent towards materialism, such as Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Christians are found in our countries. They believe in fate and give up action. The spirit of adventure is lacking in them. We move to economic growth and development. First, we will see the difference between economic growth and economic development. First, economic growth deals with the problems of developed countries. In economic growth, they deals with the problems of developed countries. In development, they deals with the problems of underdeveloped countries. Next, economic growth is changed as gradual and steady, but in development, they change theirs discontinuous and spontaneous development. Next, economic growth means more output, but in development, not only more output, but also its composition also more. In growth, economic growth concerns quantitative aspects, which means increase in per capita income, but in development, quantitative as well as qualitative also increases. Next, economic growth concept is narrow, but in economic development, that has a wider concept, that is development is equal to growth plus change. Last, we move to economic development. Economic development is a policy intervention with aims of human capital, literacy ratio, infrastructure, and last, health and general welfare of the citizens. So these four policies in an economic development is main thing in a policy. For each and every person, every citizen in our country have a responsibility to develop the economic level in our country. Thank you for watching my video.